I've just made it.
I can't find the aspirin anywhere.
Oh, sorry, I took them during the night. Only about 3 left anyway, sorry.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, I'll nip down to the corner shop for you.
It's all right.
Yeah, there's a draft about a mile wide in that back bedroom.
Is there?
Yeah. You don't realise it until you've actually started sleeping and... I expect the frame's warped. We'll have to get Len in to have a look at it. Will you mention it to him, or shall I? Where are you going?
To get dressed.
Well, aren't we going to talk?
What about? Well, you got it all sorted out with your friend at the Marriage Guidance Council.
Why do you always have to be so...
So what?
I don't know.
You're idle, you are. Bone idle.
Ah, Peggy's shouting at me again, Dad.
Well, I'm keeping out of it.
Chicken.
Politician.
Does your new boyfriend mind you being bossy?
Not that it's any business of yours, but he's not a boyfriend.
No?
He's just a bloke I negotiated with when I was organising your place. I told you. He gave me a lift home.
Well, he's a gaffer and all, isn't he?
Oh, what's his obsession he's got with gaffers?
You know him. He's not only idle, he's puddled.
Well, what I don't get is you keep saying we live in a them and us society, yet you're hobnobbing with the bosses.
I don't pin labels on people.
No, but if you did, what'd you pin on Ken Barlow? One of us turned one of them.
Ken was a teacher and he went into business. Is that so difficult to understand?
Come on, you two, stop arguing. You've got jobs to go to. At least you had.
What's difficult to understand are your motives, Peggy Wig? I mean, what you're trying to do, convert him or seduce him?
Perhaps one might lead to another. Who knows?
Do you think I ought to warn the poor beggar?
He's a big lad. Seems to me he can look after himself, eh, Peg?
Of course he can. That's one of the things I like about him.
Oh, well, there's no problem about fitting them, but are you sure you want them just there?
No, she doesn't.
I do have a tongue in my head, Billy.
Well, I've often suspected that upon occasions, Mum. It's nice to have it confirmed.
Well, in my opinion, if you're going to put pots there, Mrs. Walker, you're just asking to get them smashed.
I like to think that in my main, my customers are not barbarians, and B, they are not pots. They are rather charming figurines.
Seconds. She got a job like chief of pot stall in market.
And C, I really would welcome the opportunity to make my own decision without the benefit of a committee. Is that too much to ask? Ray?
Oh, you pay the piper, Duchess, you call the tune. One set of shelves it is. Pot tangerines for the use of...
Figurines.
Was that devastated exit for my benefit?
No, mine and hers and his. We've been a bit wicked, just the way you like me.
Drummond's catalogue. Thought you'd better have a scan at it before you go round to Wilkinson and Nuttall, just in case they've out better to offer.
Oh, pop in on my way. Well, she'll be right. She's a gem, you know, this one.
Yeah, I know it. Shall I see you at lunchtime, Jem?
No, I'm working through. I might pop in later.
And then again, she might not. Don't call us lover, we'll call you.
I did get the message.
Well, what's up with her anyhow?
She's just come to her senses, that's all. She recognises him for the great fat slob what he really is. Right, William?
Either that or she's found him with a blonde.
You should be nearer the truth than you realise, darling.
Haven't you got out to do?
Of course I have. I'm doing it.
What?
Keeping out of Polly's road.
What makes you think you won't come in here?
He won't. He don't go out of his way to talk to Mr. Barlow unless he has to. I think he's jealous.
What of?
If you were dead old and going bald with a pot belly, what would you feel like?
Suicide.
Feel jealous of anyone smarter and younger than you, but especially jealous of a guy like Mr. Barlow.
Tell me, Dr. Potter, are you on the National Health? Or do I have to pay private to have me head shrunk?
I'm not analysing you, I'm analysing Polly. But I will if you want me to. Something I've got a flair for.
No time, confused enough as it is.
Personally, I think he's dead pathetic.
Mr. Barlow?
Polly!
So why are you skiving out of his way?
I'm not skiving, I'm being diplomatic. It's as much for his good as mine. If he don't come in here...
Why, Mr. Pollard?
What are you doing here, Gail?
Nothing, Mr. Pollard.
In that case, you're unemployed, so you might as well be at home then.
Oh, no, I've got enough to do.
That girl's totally lacking in moral fibre. I think it's quite pathetic.
Yes, Mr. Pollard.
Well, what exactly have you got against Gail Potter?
She's feckless, irresponsible, and impertinent, and above all, she giggles all the time.
Yeah, she's also quite bright. I mean, underneath all that fluff, there's quite a lively brain.
I don't quite understand why you're sticking up for her, Ken.
Because I think she'd respond to training. I think she could be quite a good employee, but not if we treat her like a silly little kid.
She is a silly little kid.
Yeah, if we gave her some confidence, she might grow up. Anyway, I don't think that booting her out is the right answer.
I suppose you'd make her head of the typing pool.
Well, I'd give her some responsibility.
She has responsibility. She has a position as an invoice typist, not as a permanent decoration to this office, gossiping with Tricia and doing up her face.
Well, why not try switching her to something else, see how it goes? But give her a chance.
Personnel department, as far as I'm aware, is still under my direction. That being so, I don't propose to waste any more of my time discussing junior employees.
Your friend Gail been making a mess of her work lately?
Not that I know of. That is not more than usual.
Just that she seems to have offended Mr. Pollard in some way.
Oh, that? No, it's just that he caught her here this morning. He thought she was just skiving. Actually, she was taking the mick out of his something rotten. Well, he does deserve
Yeah,
it.
thank you, Tricia.
Yes, Mr. Barlow.
Have you seen much of any Bishop lately?
No.
I bumped into him today. He was in a right mood.
Well, he's entitled to him. We all get him from time to time.
I just wondered if you knew why.
You know, I'd expect someone like that from Albert Tatlock. Senility must be settling in.
Bah, I'm not just gossiping. I wondered if he had any money trouble.
Why should he have money trouble?
Well, in these days of spiralling inflation, a lot of little firms like his, you know, are going bust. They reckon there's about one every 32nd goes bust.
Ta.
Oh, not you, mate. No, you'll survive. People always find their beer money somehow.
This is my mum's business, remember? I'm in the motor trade. And in hard times, the motor trade is a luxury trade.
Shove you both under, mate, and I know who'd give her chances of survival. You, not Ernie. You know the dodges, he doesn't.
And why this sudden concern for Ernie Bishop?
I don't know. I've never seen a fella look so lost.
Oh, forget him. Has he asked for your advice?
No, he flipping hasn't.
Oh, well, give it to her as wanted, here. You backed the wrong horse the other day, didn't you? When you said that Deirdre'd snap out of it in 24 hours.
Tell her just what happened to that money for the engagement ring. Tell her you had to lend it to Bet. Now, she'll understand. But if she doesn't, she's a damn sight thicker than I thought she was. Why make her rod for your own back?
Because I promised Bet I wouldn't tell anybody.
You told me.
Oh, well, that's different. Suppose I could tell Bet that he's got me in lumber. But it'd only have repercussions.
Shall I have a word with her?
Oh, leave it.
Pint and a ginger beer chandler.
Oh, one for each hand.
Deirdre's joining me.
Which Deirdre?
How many Deirdres do you know?
Me, I only know one, love, but you might know hundreds.
Hiya.
So.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Blooming furious I am.
Who's been having a go at you, Bach? We don't allow any unfairness in our family, mind.
Not at me, at Gail. I mean, just 'cause she acts a bit daft sometimes, it's not enough to give her the sack, is it?
Well, Gail's got the sack.
No, but rumours going around she will be. And it all fits in with what Mr. Barlow said to me this morning.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'm telling you. She's pretending not to be upset, but I found her in the ladies this morning crying her eyes out. Her dad'll murder her. I wanted to fetch her in here, but she wouldn't come.
I don't think Mr. Barlow would give anyone the sack just for behaving silly, Bach.
Not Mr. Barlow. Him, Polly, grotty old Pollard.
Well, perhaps he ought to apologise to him.
He's not the type. I mean, he enjoys making people suffer. I bet he used to pull wings off flies when he was a little kid. Bet he still does.
Now, I know she's a friend of yours, but I think you're being a bit unfair to Mr. Pollard. I'm sure he'd listen to reason.
Your granny's right. Well, put it to her any road. It can't do any harm.
Hello, fat joy.
You're evil, you are. Where do you hear things like that?
Oh, I've got a funny story.
I don't know what she's up to, but she's going right road to bust up a beautiful romance.
Perhaps it's not her fault.
Well, it's not his. He's dead upset.
Would it interest you to ask him why?
Me? He'd not want me poking my nose in. He'd flatten me.
Why?
None of my business.
That could be where you're dead wrong, darling.
Well, lad, I won't interfere, but since you brought it up...
Well, I shouldn't have, because it's wrong to involve other people in your troubles. It's weak and disloyal.
Ernie, which of us isn't weak?
I mean, especially in times of trouble, isn't that just the time when you need someone to, well, be there?
What does it solve?
If it makes you feel a bit less on your own, that's something. I know. I've been there.
That's one of the differences between me and Emily. She's stronger than I am.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's all kidology about the weaker sex, you know.
She seems to be able to cope from inside herself. You know what I mean? I just crumble and run to the marriage guidance.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, she was furious. That's why I shouldn't be talking to you like this now. She thinks it's wrong to drag other people in.
Well, that's what they're there for. It's the job and they're damn good at it.
Yeah, but even this woman I went to, this Mrs. Dudley, she said that they can only help people that want to be helped.
Well, I'm sure Emily does. She can't want this state of affairs to go on.
What is this state of affairs? I wish I knew. I wish I knew how I got into it. All I can tell you at the moment is that I've never felt so helpless in all my life.
Yeah. Look, have a talk to her. It might be just one of them bad patches that all marriages go through. You know, you come out of it with a better understanding.
Do you?
Well, sometimes. Think on. Morning. Or should I say good afternoon?
Hello, Al.
Hello.
Got Schofield's wedding album to finish. Promised them faithfully they'd have it by today. The relatives are going back to Canada on Tuesday.
Emily.
It's 1:05. You're due at Princess Avenue at 1:15. Mrs. Wilcox said specifically the baby gets tetchy if she doesn't put him down to sleep by 2 at the latest.
Right. One tetchy baby to be attended to. I don't suppose you feel like coming along and help making it cool, eh? Oh, well. I'll see you later.
Of course you will. I'll be there. Good old predictable Emily.
Hey, can you spare a minute?
You are interrupting a very important business conference here, you know. Fortunes could depend on this.
Easy come, easy go. Have you got a sec, darling?
Yeah.
You're enjoying yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, Ray can be a load of giggles when he wants.
You know what you're doing to Billy, don't you?
He's not even here.
No, he had to go out. Do you blame him?
There's no law that says I can't talk to another man.
Now, let's face it, darling, you weren't just talking to him now, were you? Now, come on, sweetheart. Flirting's the name of the game. And as a game, it's quite harmless. Until it starts to hurt someone. Especially when that someone happens to be a bloke who's very fond of you.
I might just be a daft old-fashioned girl, Mr. Fairclough, but I always thought that loving somebody meant trusting him.
Billy trusts you.
Then why has he got to have secrets from me?
Loyalty.
You know who he lent that money to, don't you?
Yeah, it was necessary, love. It was important. He was helping somebody out of a difficult situation. You wouldn't marry a bloke who'd turn his back on that, would you?
No, of course not, but he still could have told me.
Even when he promised that he wouldn't mention it to anybody else? Have you never been in that position?
So somebody's in trouble.
Somebody was in trouble.
And I behaved like a silly little kid.
Well, none of us like to be left out in the cold, do we? You just didn't think.
He's not a bad bloke, is he?
He'll do.
Yeah.
Would like that. Would you, Jess? You've got to have something to eat. Don't want no. Anyway, why ever? Won't do me no harm to miss for once. I can live off me fat. Look at that.
I don't know what you're getting so uptight about anyhow.
Look, I don't mind leaving this grotty job. What I do mind is being given the shove.
You've not been.
I will be, and you know it.
So I've told you, humour him.
Yeah.
Look, it won't kill you to apologise to him, will it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, if that's your attitude.
Well, what do you suggest I should say?
Do I have to put words in your mouth? Luke, just say that you're sorry if you've been a bit silly, and that you just got carried away and now you realise how wrong it was. And that you'd like to apologise.
So he can say, I accept your apology, Miss Potter. Go get your cards.
Oh, suit yourself.
Well, I'll give it a go. Mind, I don't know what I'm bothered for. I'll be best off rid. Fancy a couple of weeks on the dough.
Mr. Barlow's right, you're dead irresponsible, you.
Is that what he said?
No, it's what I said. As a matter of fact, he thinks you're quite bright and have the prospects of a good secretary. I just happened to overhear him telling Polly.
Did he really say that? Honest?
I knew I should have kept my big mouth shut.
No, I was just passing. Honestly, this chap's office. I had to go into town to see him, and, All right. I thought maybe the Bartons had got a kettle on.
So why make excuses?
Who's mate? Yeah, I suppose I was.
Peg's a great believer in action, Mr. Barlow.
Who isn't?
It's all right when you're young enough not to bother about the consequences.
Listen to Methuselah.
You'll learn. Someone will break your spirit one day, my lady.
That'll be the day. What are you grinning
Me?
at?
Nothing.
You got a family, Mr. Barlow?
Oh, yes and no.
His wife's left him.
Oh,
There isn't a woman in the warehouse who doesn't know your personal details. And the second you walked in.
Colonel's lady and Rosie O'Grady.
Oh, yeah, sisters under the skin, I see what you mean.
Listen, do you want a cup of tea or do you want to go on ganging up against me?
Why don't you stay for a bite of supper? I could do with some help with her.
Oh, I can't. Thanks all the same. No, actually, I can only stop for 5 minutes. I've got a whole pile of letters waiting to be signed.
We'll go and sign them and come back.
I suppose I could.
Unless you've got other plans.
No. Nothing.
Billy, Len's been telling me that the trouble between you and Deirdre is about me and the money.
No, she knows I lent the money to somebody. Well, she just started on about an engagement ring.
Oh, Billy.
All right, she doesn't really want a ring. Just forget it.
Who are you kidding?
Oh, she's only choked because I won't tell her what I've done with the money.
But you could have done, you daft clot. Good heavens, you got me out of a right mess, and the last thing I'd want to do is land you in one. Why didn't you tell me, love?
Yeah. But the basic problem's still there, isn't it?
I don't know. What is the basic problem?
Well, she's a kid and I'm a hell of a lot older. We look at things from different points of view.
I've not had a chance. He's been out all afternoon.
Is Mr. Barlow around?
No, he's in a meeting in town with Mr. Pemberton. I'm expecting him back in a minute to sign these letters.
Well, ask him to pop in and see me when he gets back.
Mr. Pollard, if I could just...
Yes, Gail?
Well, I just wanted to say that... Well, you know this morning when you came in and you thought I was skiving? Well, I suppose I was, but I didn't mean to, and... Anyhow, I didn't know you were going to walk in, did I?
Obviously.
Well, it's just like my dad says, sometimes I get a bit carried away, especially with people egging me on. He says I giggle a lot, too.
Does he? Are you trying to blame your friends for your own shortcomings, Gail?
Oh, well, no, Mr. Pollard. It's just that, well, sometimes you do things in a crowd you wouldn't do otherwise, and... Well, anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry and it won't happen again.
Well, I'm inclined to believe that at the moment you are sorry. I'm less inclined to believe that it won't happen again.
Well, it won't, Mr. Pollard.
However, I think for the sake of everybody concerned, it's best if we forgot the whole matter. For the time being. Can I make myself clear?
Yes, Mr. Pollard. Hey, Trish! I've cracked it.
I want to speak first.
No, I do.
Please.
All right, but before you do, I just
It
want to tell
doesn't
you...
matter. I don't care who you lent that money to or why. Thing is, you thought it were right, and that's good enough for me. I've behaved like a silly little kid, and I was wrong. You've got to make your own decisions, love, and don't feel that you've got to consult me every step of the way. And if I start turning into one of them bossy, domineering wives who won't let their husbands breathe without first asking permission, well, just give me a belt, will you?
Have you done?
Yeah.
Can I say one thing now?
You don't have to.
I do. I love you.
Oh, let me take that.
I can manage it, thank you.
Smashing.
Simple, but good. And no cracks.
Did I say anything?
How do? Oh, got your feet under the table already, I see, and you a boss and all.
You going out, little brother?
Well, I'm not dressed up like this to whitewash Lavvy.
Funny.
Right. I shall see you at the Wireworks tomorrow, Mr. Barlow, sir, and do not worry, I shall touch my forelock and cringe.
Who is it tonight?
Well, I've not made my mind up yet, but I've got 3 of them waiting outside.
I wouldn't put it past him either.
He's got a lad.
Yes, he is.
Do you know, it amuses him to think of you of one of the bosses from the mill come to patronise the workers.
He only does that to niggle you.
I know why he does it. Him and his silly games.
Oh, doesn't he realise that I am one of the workers, or would it confuse him less if I turned up in my cloth cap?
Oh, I'm sorry, Ken, but it's just this switch of yours from being committed. You were.
As a teacher? Yeah. But you know, just because I've changed my job doesn't mean that I've reneged on all my previous beliefs or principles or whatever you like to call them. I'm not that much of a man of straw.
I know. But Frank thinks... Oh, not that it bothers him a jot, really. But he thinks of you in
That I was selling my birthright for a Ford Cortina? Well, I hope not.
I wonder what Sir Julius would think if he could see you now sitting here.
None of his damn business.
Folks like them think everything's their damn business. They call it keeping their finger on the pulse. I call it damned impertinent.
Yeah, so say all of us. Right, would you like to come out for a drink to the pub, Mr. Barton?
No, I think I'll give it a miss. I've got a crate full of ale and the telly, and it's a cold night. I think I'll stay put.
You sure?
Oh, I never change my mind once I made it up. Well, mostly.
Right, well, what's it to be then? Pub or the pictures?
Oh, let's go round the corner to the pub. I'm in no mind for culture or kung fu tonight.
Right. Go on, let's go then.
Off you go, then.
I'm sorry, I should never have said that. I apologise.
Must have felt it. Must be something you've been thinking for a long time.
No!
About me, about our life, our marriage. Dull, boring, predictable.
But predictable can mean something stable, reassuring.
You didn't mean it that way. That's only one aspect.
Yes, but they're all relatively minor, if only we can sort out what they are.
By going to the Marriage Guidance Council.
Well, you have to admit that sometimes a third party can be useful. They look at things with an objective eye.
How can this woman know how I feel?
But she might just be able to help you to understand what it is that's making you so unhappy.
Help me, Ernest. Is it all my fault, then?
Look, we'll go together, love. That's what she suggested. Well?
No.
You just don't want to try, do you? You don't even want to try.
You're wrong. You're wrong. I do want to try.
I know.
I've always known I wasn't a very big sort of a person. She did trivial things competently. That could be my epitaph. I've always known my limitations, Ernest. But this appalls me. Because I suppose was still some faint echo of hope left that marriage meant you'd be a whole person, be complete. Not be trivial and grey and anonymous. Poor little Emily Nugent. But it isn't like that, is it?
But we've still got a good marriage in spite of everything. We've got a lot in common. We're friends.
We're just a reflection of each other, Ernest. A mirror image. Too much alike. Neither of us positive people. That's why marriage guidance can't help. Nobody can. You can't remake people. It isn't things that are wrong between us. It's us. Yes, we're friends. And we've got a strong bond of affection. We've got a lot in common. But what else?